Hello, guys. No more black for no more black attack. If you've been noticing the internet, there's been a lot of debates over black history. Should we really still continue to talk about it, or should we forget about it? And as you might see on some of the panels, I think we should forget talking about it right now. I mean, like, F it. And when I mean F black history, I don't mean that we don't overlook the good things that we've done to the country, our culture, entertainment, the fashion, the swagger, everything we brought to the world, the whole world, not just America. Don't be stupid. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you use black history and racism to hold yourself back and complain why we are not successful, why our culture, some of our culture is trash. That's what I want to talk about. Now, you got to understand there's different levels to our culture. We got the educated people, we got the blue collar people, the hard workers, we got the religious people, we got the conservative married people like myself. We also got a trash part of our culture, which we don't want to separate from. So we have to realize that there's some parts of our culture that is trash. We need to separate ourselves from it, period. Because that trash culture is linking to all of us. It's linking to the educated person, the religious person, the hard workers. It's linking to us. So we got to realize that. Now, there's another part of our culture, the black and the blacks, who only want to claim victim, want to make sure that you remember that you're a victim, want to claim that you're a victim, and want to tell you that you are at a disadvantage. I'm here to tell you, I do not believe we're at a disadvantage. What happened to us in the past for slavery, Jim Crow laws, black codes, and all that stuff, that is true. But we were here before slavery. We were here since mankind. And let's talk about the bad things that happened to us, because it will happen all over the world. For example, I live in Japan, right? The samurai fought samurai. They always Japanese, they fought each other. There were different clans that were fighting each other. The so-called natives in the Americas, they was fighting each other. They was at war. Even in Mother Africa, those tribes were fighting each other. They still are fighting each other. So the history of mankind was to fight each other, to enslave each other, to dominate each other. It's still fighting right now, right? Russia and Ukraine. They're all right to me, right? So to use that history to say we are impotent now, that we can't move forward, is silly. Because the other tribes, like the samurai, they deleted everybody in the tribe and all of the sons. So-called Native American did the same thing. They didn't leave no sons to grow up to battle, be part of the future army. So in America, they left us still here. We still can be successful. We still can eat. So when I say F black history, I'm talking about F the excuses. It's time to get that bag. It's time for us to eat. Yeah, we built the country, but let's continue to build. Why we gotta stop building for it? We could continue to raise our families. We don't need to complain and cry about the past, because the people that did that stuff to us, they effed up because we still here. Now it's time for us to shine. And we don't have time to go back in history, because the immigrants that are coming over here illegally, they're here to replace you. They're here for your jobs. They wish they had their jobs, and they're going to replace you in those jobs. So you got to go trade school, get a skill so you can survive. Got to get educated so you can survive. Whatever you have to do to survive, you got to do it. But the one thing you can't do is sit there and cry about, woe is me. Everything against me because I'm black, because that's not true. They got people like myself, we even left the damn country. How can we leave a country, go to another country and be successful if we were so bad? So my argument when I say F black history, I'm saying F the excuses. Don't get it twisted. And we need to separate ourselves from the trash part of our culture. We don't want a culture that will look down on a person with gray hair, a black old man. A dude could go to prison for selling drugs, come out and be worshipped, be rewarded. be looked up on. But if black dude do it the right way, don't sell drugs, don't go to jail, be a good father, you're gonna be looked down on. So we gotta stop that. So we gotta reinvent ourselves. And another thing, what's wrong with copying? We always complain about other cultures, vultures, stealing our culture. Why don't we do the same to them? If their culture produce accountants, why can't we be accountants? If their culture produce nurses or doctors, why we can't copy off them and produce nurses and doctors? We can do the same thing they can. So let's stop crying about what they done to us. They're copying us and start copying them to be successful. This Lamarblack, I just attacked this Black history thing. Our ancestors knew racism was here. They still survived. They still ate. They still had communities. They still moved forward. And now today we just crybabies, paralyzed, impotent, on idle. So let's get this back, dude. Stop crying about history, because we still here. That means we are unstoppable. Deuces.